G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and this is part 2 of looking at the war for Cybertron, Deluxe, Voyager, whatever it is, Siege, Springer. And I don't know why Springer's name sort of just drops out of me. I don't know why. If you watched the previous video, you know, a lot of the things are the same, except now he's a helicopter. The points are still in place. Now these are a bit more available. So yeah, he is a little bit hollow down the bottom, but it is what it is. So he can spin. You can even put a gun up there if you really want to. So let's get down to size comparison. And here he is with Windblade, of course. Now he is longer than she is, definitely taller than she is, and I think because of that propeller, he's actually wider. So he definitely got some size from the transformation. Now my issues with this transformation is you can still see a lot of the car mode. You can see the wheels here. You can see the wheels here. But being mainline, I'm not fully surprised. You know, they're not going to be putting as much effort into concealing transformation parts in this that they would be worrying about for Masterpiece. So let's get down to final transformation. Let's get down to robot mode. So we're going to unplug that and toss it to the side. And we're going to pretty much undo most of the stuff we did last time. So we're going to lift this up. We're going to pull these arms all the way out just to get them clear. And we'll start on the legs. So we're going to fold this back and that'll tab in. Fold this back, that'll tab in. Split all these, which can be very secure. We're going to fold this in. We're going to fold this in. Now, before we tab that in, I should say, that's going to fold in, and then that's going to fold in. So if you've tabbed it in already, just untab it quickly, tab it back in, done. We're going to put the hips back where they're supposed to be, and I'll just slight click. And then, of course, you can slide this down, push this down, and do it on both sides, and you have the legs all done, except for they're articulated wrong. So rotate it at the hip rotation, and now they're facing the right way, and we have a Springer explosion. So let us continue. All right, what we're going to do then is we're just going to keep these arms out of the way. Actually, we'll do some of the arms while we're at it. We're going to untab this and lift it down, providing those don't get in the way. We're going to rotate these again. We're going to squish it. We're going to fold it. We're going to fold this, and we're going to fold that down, and that gives us the outside of the arm done. Do the same thing. I swear that I reckon that tabs in there a little bit. So fold that out, push that in, fold that down, fold that down, and we have another arm all done. So it's even weirder. Whoops. His knee did not want to stay tabbed in. I think I need to tighten. I would love to tighten these feet too, but I don't know how you do that joint. So what you're going to do then is you're going to come here and you're going to sort of fold down if you can. There's just these two tabs here, and you want to then pull this out so all that comes out. We then want to rotate the head. We're going to fold in these parts at last to get them out of the way, and then let's fold up to create his chest piece. And then we want to sort of rock things in place, and we don't want to tab everything in yet. So we're going to fold the arms up and just sort of get them behind places. Get that up there. Because what'll happen, if I can see it, is this is basically got to get behind here. So just fiddle with that until you get the shoulders more or less behind the chest. and then you can fold this down, hopefully. Come on. 1 second. Okay, so what you want to do is sort of just have the chest in place, and you want to try and keep these at an angle because this tab here is going to sort of go behind here. So you'll hear some clicking and whatnot, and hopefully it locks into place. There we go. It's probably a lot more of a fluent way of doing that, but that just happens to work for me. And then you can fold this up and just press it against his back, straighten his arms out a bit, and there we go. We have Springer in his robot mode, and he does look like a really good Springer. I will say that much. I do like the look of him. I was quite glad I bought him until I eventually get myself a proper masterpiece. He does have a couple of trying to think of the word. Basically, you now have these 2 additional explosion points. So let's get down to our, don't die on me yet, phone. So let's get down to articulation. His head can do a full 360. Can look up a little bit, can't really look down. Arms do a full 360, although they get stuck somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. I think it's just under the underarm here. It can, I don't even think I showed that part in the last one. His arm can go this way, but it does get stuck. He has bicep rotation. He has single jointed elbow that gets you that far. And of course, if you want to use the transformation, you can always fold that down, push that down, and give him a different shoulder if you so wish. He has wrist rotation. He has no individual fingers. He does have waist rotation. He has no ab crunch. His legs go forward that far. They go back that far. They go out that far. He has hip rotation. He has single jointed knee there, but if you use the transformation joint, you can get a double jointed knee. He has crazy ankle pivot and toe pivot. So there we go. And just like Hot Rod, he has issues standing. Whoop, his legs just do not want to stay tabbed in. Of course, also you have these 2 ports if you want to use them. So there we go. So let's get him armed up a little bit. Okay, excuse me, you have the 2 guns. You can make it a 1 big gun, and you can plug these into any spots you want. You can, of course, take the propeller, pull them apart, and now you have 2 swords. But if you want to store them as well, you can plug these into the side. And then you can always tab it back in the back, and now you have spinning weapon storage. Whoop-dee-doo. So there we go. So let's get down to final size comparison. Here he is with MP10, comes up to about the midsection, give or take. So I can't wait to see what the knockoff masterpiece is going to look like. Not knockoff, a third party, you know what I mean. Apart from that, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Maybe you'll leave me a comment. Maybe even subscribe. I'm all for more subscribers. So there we go. I don't think I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not missing anything this time. I hate when I forget things and I do the outro. But there we go. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.